Hello there, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of AJOLWTTA. Anything Jonno or Lister wants to talk about. Hi, I am Lister, otherwise known as Zantok, and that is Jonno, otherwise known as John. What the fuck are you doing?
This is called cradling the baby.
But you don't have a baby.
Wow. It's the metaphysical baby, the representation of our spirit and soul.
Really? Because I thought the representation of your spirit and soul was a lawn gnome, but that was Garfield.
It's a Garfield, but as a gnome.
A lawn gnome specifically.
See, it feels like you may be referring to something specifically, like something we could post a photo of just right here in this moment.
I mean, I could do a Google search.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
I'll see if this
Uh,
exists.
Facebook search for some recent photos of Garfield that I may have posted.
No, I'm gonna searching for. Oh no.
I have a feeling that it's out there.
Sorta. I mean, not really. It's got like the little hat, but it's not really what I was picturing for a Garfield lawn gnome.
Like,
But
my
it's the
name is
closest thing in the
Garfield,
results.
Gnome Field, and I'm here to protect your garden and eat lasagna.
No.
Boop. Yeah, AJOLWTTA episode 2. Who knew we would make it this far? Oh, that's beautiful. I like that, Garfield.
I'm sure you do.
That it's not the having, it's the getting, he said. Oh yeah, that's oddly appropriate because it's around holiday season. But
And
this
there's the
episode's not.
picture of it for anybody watching the video. Uh Not what I was expecting, but it's the closest result
Yeah,
that isn't just Garfield or isn't just a lawn gnome.
looks kind of like a Sleepy Time Garfield with a Sleepy Time hat on. He's standing on top of presents with he wants to open them.
Yeah, he's
I
hoping
guess you
there's
set it out in your
lasagna.
garden. Functionally a gnome because you put it in your front yard.
Uh,
Imagine being the person that just litters your front yard and puts in their lawn ceramic Garfields.
Well, I got good news for you. You can buy it on
Yeah.
eBay right now for $12.99 or best offer.
I just may. I just may.
I'll send you a
Imagine the
link
next
to it.
imagine the next episode comes around and it's here.
I mean, that's possible.
You've known me long enough to not put it past me.
I
I know
know.
that much.
I know.
Oh,
Sometimes you'll
oh,
say
it's
the most innocuous shit, and all of a sudden it becomes there's a whole chapter dedicated to it in Project Believe.
yeah, lovely story. It'll be out in 2048.
If we're lucky. No, 2048 is when the Netflix adaptation is going to be releasing.
Released before the rewrite of the book, in fact.
Yeah, it's how you're going to fund the release of the reboot book.
Yeah. Hey, there's so much stupid shit out there in the world now. I'm like, wow, I really could probably get this story to be popular if I tried hard
Listen,
enough.
man, if people watch Tiger King, like, listen, people keep telling me, like, including my followers, like, oh, it was just so bad, I couldn't look away. It's like, yes, you can. It's called 1, have taste, 2, turn your head, 3, click a different button on your remote. You can turn away from trash. It's very easy.
Tiger King, Love Island. Oh my gosh. That's its whole subgenre of shit that I don't get into.
Mm-hmm.
hmm The
Hard
Bachelor,
pass.
The Golden Bachelor.
Like I don't even watch much TV anymore. Like I don't even watch Survivor like I used to. Like I used to enjoy watching that, but they changed so goddamn much. Like it's
It's
just
like when they
not the
changed
same
Party
show anymore. It's like, yeah.
back in the
Yeah,
era.
yeah, kind of is, yeah. People think like, oh, we gotta change it, we gotta spice things up, or we're gonna lose people. It's like you're losing people by spicing things up. I don't really think
People
you're gaining people.
people enjoyed this show for a reason to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to take it away,
Yeah.
you know?
And like anything is going to decline in viewers. That's just how things go.
Mm.
But thinking, oh, if we add all these crazy twists, it's going to bring people back. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah. There's
Also,
gonna
the only ratings that you're going to see are people who have the goddamn Nielsen boxes.
Yeah. There's gonna be a bell curve. At some point, perhaps they'll return to the original formula, and then
Nope.
it'll live out its final years in peace. You don't think so?
I think the only way Survivor returns to the original formula is there's two scenarios. One, they are quite literally planning a final season and they want to do something stripped back, but I doubt that they'll do that. I think they would only do that if they're going to do a stripped back season and then a completely bonkers season right after it. Or two, Probst is gone because
Hmm.
Probst is not only is the host, but he's one of the executive producers, and he's been a big voice behind the twist, twist, twist.
So he's been kind of. I think would it be fair to say, from your perspective as a fan, that he's kind of gotten high off himself? Does it feel that way?
Gotten, gotten,
Yeah, feels
been a
like it's been that
while,
way.
been a while.
From what I've heard in the murmurings from some mutual friends.
We're approaching season 50, right? He's been an executive producer, I believe, since season 17, 18. It was somewhere around there when he got that position. He didn't
Yeah.
immediately go bonkers with things, but there's definitely a trend.
And now he's like, what if we put all of our contestants in a car
No, that's
throughout the
Big Brother.
entirety of
That was Big Brother season 2.
Was
It was the last
it?
person that would leave the car would win the car.
Oh, excellent. What would they do? Like have it be chased down by some boulder?
No, it was just a car that was just sitting there, and people would leave when they got tired or they were hungry, they need to pee. If you left the car for any reason, you were out.
Do they know this ahead of time
Yeah,
or no?
yeah, they
Oh,
did.
okay. I would just sleep. I'd just chill out in there.
I mean, I would just leave immediately because I don't need a car. I'm just like, I would
Yeah,
just sell it. I was like, I
not a
have
bad
better things
idea.
to do. The only reason that I would stay is if people that I wanted to work with were staying, and then I could talk to them in the car. That's the only
Hmm.
reason I would stay in there. But then also, if
Yeah,
people I saw that I wanted to talk to were leaving, I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave and talk to them.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
this
yeah.
strategy.
There's a pizza joint nearby. I'd leave immediately. It'd be too attractive.
Unfortunately, you're trapped in the house, and the car was on the backyard that is inside the trapped house. Well, inside
Oh
the
boy,
trapped yard
I don't
thing.
remember that happening in the simulation that you and I played one time. It was fun though. I think I got like third place in that. It was pretty intense. It got pretty intense.
What?
Yeah,
No,
it was
that
nuts.
never happened.
I definitely played a Big Brother thing. You weren't a part of it? I figured you probably would have been.
No,
Well, I guess I did it myself.
I think I'll remember if you and I were playing an org together.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look into this. I definitely did.
Are you talking about when we did the Brain Steel Simulator for Super Cast Brothers?
No, 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 no. It was like with other people and on a message board.
I wasn't there, man.
And I was there, and there was like this guy Logan. I was like, "Look, neither of us are gonna win. We can get into the finale if we rally against this person." And he didn't, so we got third and fourth instead. And I was like, "You bastard! You ignoramus moron!"
See, what I can't tell is I can't tell if this actually happened to you, and I just obviously wasn't there, or if you're completely bullshitting me. And no matter what you say, I will never know. I will never know if
Well,
this is true or not. It's impossible for me to
matter
know
of
if it's
factly,
true.
matter of factly, it happened. It happened. I played a Big Brother org about 10 years ago. About I would say, and got third place. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think I believe you.
it was on a it was on a message board like game system that was popular. There were hundreds or even thousands of players on it. And I remember like my arch nemesis who ended up winning because my ally
Were there
sold us
funky
out.
cartoon avatars and weird mini games?
I don't
And
remember
how long did this game take? Like how long did it last?
the course of a week or two.
Okay, so it wasn't that website.
And I remember you could write blogs on your page on this website, and there was somebody who, and again, the person who won, like
It
wrote
could have
this
been that
long
website actually.
post this long meandering post about how I was their greatest opponent. They're like, "Ah, I won anyway." Wow. I was feeling
So
a little bent out of shape. I was like,
so
"Wow, you
there
needed that more than I
so
did."
there weren't shitty little person avatars.
I don't remember. I remember white and blue.
White and blue.
Yes, white and blue.
A website comes to mind, but I don't know if
Does
it
it?
was white and blue.
Well, let's see.
I'm trying to find. I had to find their logo.
Mm-hmm.
If I just say, "Oh, does this name sound familiar to you?" You would just say yes.
Maybe I
I
would, or
mean
maybe.
that's kind of white and blue. So the site I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna send you. Oh god, that's such a terrible picture. Is there anything clearer? No, there is not. Okay, go.
Let's see. You're cool, but your headset is warm.
Yeah, it really is. We'll talk about that. This is a horrible quality photo. I just want you to tell me if this looks familiar or not. And again, you can say whatever, and I will just not know if you're lying.
Vaguely, maybe, maybe,
So you're telling me you were on 10 gauged.
potentially. It rings a bell, but I don't know if it really rings a bell or not. It could be a false memory.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a revelation that I never knew.
Let me.
I tried playing on there some. I just yeah.
I'm looking it up. 10 gauged. Do I have any mail from 10 gauged in my inbox from one spot? Nope.
Okay,
Would
so
have
not
been in my
that.
old Yahoo email address then.
The site's also gone. It's dead.
Mm.
I think somebody made like a new version of it, but it's more or less the same thing. But that the old site is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Not how
I'm
I thought we were
curious. I
starting
wonder.
this discussion.
That's the beauty of AJOLWTTA. It's going to be anything we want to talk about, and sometimes what we want to talk about is a meandering thread into 10 years of history playing Survivor and Big Brother orcs.
I never did win a Survivor. I did win a Big Brother, and I won two Amazing Races.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That Big Brother one might have been the only one I played through all the way. It was interesting. I'm just curious, like, who did I know back then that invited me to do it? Because I
It
wouldn't have
was
done it on my own if
probably
it wasn't.
David Healy.
It
Because I
could have
know
been.
you knew him through
Hmm.
what was it, American Idol boards. You knew him from there. And he was involved in like at least the Facebook org scene minorly.
I saw David online just today talking about DVDs.
Hmm.
Yeah, good guy.
I haven't talked to him in years.
Oh, me either. I just saw a status update. As it goes for most Facebook friends.
True. Yeah, I had somebody there's a guy who'll sometimes show me like, oh yeah, here's a film reel that I was in recently. I was like, okay, but I never like I don't ever open the message or respond to it. And then recently somebody else messaged me was like, yeah, they were asking if you still use Facebook, and I was just like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I mean technically for messaging specific people, but otherwise no. It's not that I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to that person, but when I don't dislike them, but
Hmm.
I don't just want to see
I
the promotion.
agreed. I agree on that. I mean, if you're promoting something to somebody, does that really mean that you're their friend? Did you have a meaningful relationship? Is there may be the history, but where's that relationship now?
Yeah,
If it's just promotion. I agree, and I have a few old acquaintances who are that way. And I find as I get older and I get busier, um, time is finite, and even for you and I, you are one of my oldest friends. You're one of my best friends.
I'm sorry.
A big reason why we do this podcast, Supercast Brothers, is to keep up with each other minimally.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't messaged you in our private chat for consistently for at least a month. It's That's how it is, and that's how it is sometimes when it gets busy like this for me. And with a finite amount of time, I don't want to spend it on meaningless or kind of self-transactional relationships.
Yeah. On top of that,
It kind of,
I find it really awkward to promote myself in any form. Like
hmm
the Discord server that we have with a few of our friends, that's just like a private group just for us.
hmm
They pretty much had to tell me, no, post whenever you upload episodes in here. It's like, fine, but make a channel that's specifically for that, so I'm not clogging up the video game chat channel. And it's
yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
it's like, ah, shit, I did it. I guess I have to
Something I
promote
got to
myself
remember to
now.
do with our shows too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's
we're not
something
the
I need to
greatest
remember
at
to remember.
promoting our own work. We're really not. Like, if
No,
somebody talks about things, like, I will absolutely talk about it. But I don't want to
yeah.
be like, hey, check out my new thing.
Well, and so much of my life is promotion and promoting the work that I do and needing to have people in seats at concerts and needing to have people attending festival events. And it's like sometimes in the off time, you want to chill
You
out from that
you
too.
don't want to do your job outside of your job.
Yeah. That's why we have audio listeners for some reason and not a lot of video watchers. But
Could be.
I've always been meaning to want to change that, and I want to use this podcast as a vehicle to say, now we have this fresh new thing that perhaps I will feel inspired to promote, but we'll see. At the
Yep.
time of recording, the most recent episode came out rather recently, so we'll see.
Yep. We are record. Our goal is to record this at the start of a month for the next month, and well, it's the middle of the month. It's the middle of November. This is the December episode. So
Yep.
scheduling
Yeah.
fun.
November 16th, we're recording this in the
Yep.
hallowed halls of Catalyst Creative Collective at the Tucson Mall and
My
Visitor's
home.
House. Yes.
Yes, I live the
Casa
Tucson Mall.
Motaka. Hey, you're welcome. I have a curtain over my cubby now.
Oh,
Um,
cool. A little
yeah,
bed.
we have a new team member who's starting tomorrow,
Oh,
and we just kind of rearranged it in such a way that she'll be taking the cubby that you've seen that I had,
yeah.
and I have moved into my old cubby, which was turned into a storage unit over the last year. We now have a storage
A storage
roll-up
Jonno.
off. Yeah, so now I'm back in my old cubby, which is now my new cubby, and it looks very lived in and nice. I decorated it well. There's a lot of folk festival past posters there and other musical art. It's very cozy. But point being, because it used to be a storage area, there's a green curtain that you can close,
Hmm.
so that way people may not even know I'm there half the time.
Nice.
Consistently, I've been here all day long, and consistently people are surprised and they're like, "Oh, you're so quiet." And I'm like, "Yeah, by design today because I'm working." I'm like in the corner. Um, and there's this other like back covey that's being used for some storage right now that will become, in theory, at least right now, we're saying it'll become folk festival kind of storage on site. Let's put a bed down there, and you can live there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can
That's where
stay
I
right
can
behind me.
stay. Then the next time I come up or come down,
Yeah,
come to the
yeah.
left.
Yeah, come to the left a little bit. There'll be plenty of space for you when you land. Pablo can drop you off
When I
right.
land,
Yeah.
whenever that ends up being. God, that fucking flight. Oh,
Yeah, and
the
tell the
first
people
of
about
two times this year, I was up straight for 40 something hours.
it. Mm. This second time by your own design. The first
Yes,
time,
not.
first time, ideally you wouldn't have been awake for that long,
No.
and then you kind of launched straight from that into um, an event we were throwing.
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll mention it. For those that don't know, I did a 24-hour birthday stream on Twitch on November
Yeah.
1st. So I was playing video games on Twitch for 24 hours, but even then, I did not go to sleep beforehand. I kind of meant to. I got like
Mhm.
20 minutes, so I'm not gonna count that. So in total, I was straight awake for I think it was actually 41 hours, and people were surprised the very next day. Well, when I was like, "All right, Dad, I'm still good to go do the dinner or lunch that we were planning to do, but you weren't sure if I'd
Yeah.
be able to make it." And then later on, I still did my normal stream the very next day. It's like, what? You people think that I couldn't? Yeah, just because I was up for 40 hours and streamed for 24 of those, you think I wouldn't be up the next day? Please. As long as I get
I did
my
that earlier
sleep and
this
I
year.
only slept for 8 hours, didn't need even
Yeah.
more than that, I'm good
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
I'll sidebar too. That's the magic of the Tucson Folk Festival. We keep you up for 40 hours on your flight here, because of constant delays, and then somehow at the end of it, you still end up enjoying yourself, and we still had you on staff to review our new website coming up.
Yeah. I was fully
Oh,
awake and active
yeah,
the next day for the folk fest.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Now, am I
yeah.
hard to wake up? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
once I'm up, I can make myself be
35
awake.
years of power and steel. Flint and steel.
No.
God.
No.
So I count. Like, so did you. Yeah, your 24-hour stream. I was there for a portion of it. I watched a little bit in the day, but didn't participate. Got a little more active for the last little bit of it, maybe half an hour, and kind of came down as sleepy Garfield for a bit in your voice chat. Uh, there's
Oh
one
yeah,
guy
you
there.
did.
I'm scared.
That was probably if
It's
that wasn't, it was either Curb or Frost.
It was Frost because I remember I didn't know who it was. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so
that'd been Frost. Then we started the event by playing some Dead by Daylight, and then we ended the event by playing some Dead by. Actually, if you were Sleepy Garfield, that had to be like that was actually at the start, not the end, because Frost wasn't there at the end.
really, because it was
Yeah,
like 9 o'clock my time.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Frost wasn't there for the last bit. At
odd.
least not
Okay.
that I remember. And granted, I
Yeah.
mean, I was up for 40 hours by that point. How much
No,
do
no, it was
my memory could be
definitely the end.
faulty?
I remember you had your Pokemon banner was almost totally full, and the last couple that you did included Pelipper because I was on there.
We did add Pelipper for you at one because somebody gave you a gift sub.
Yeah, like the squirrel guy.
Squirrel guy.
Yeah, something like Squirrel and the Nuts or something. Gave me a sub,
I
and then I
do
used it on
vaguely remember something with a squirrel, but I don't know
used
who
it on
that was.
Pelipper. Yeah, the last
Oh,
two were
Nat the
Pelipper.
squirrel. Nat the squirrel. That's who it was.
Yeah, there you go.
That is
And I remember
somebody that
too.
Curb knows.
Sweet. And I remember Onyx. You said it would be very funny to make Onyx really big.
Yeah, it
Yeah, things
was.
like that. Yeah.
There were a few that I used like a Gen 1 sprite for. Like a Jigglypuff, I used a Gen 1 or a Gen 2 sprite. I was like, Jigglypuff looks
Mhm.
silly. Demented.
Shit. You know what that reminds me of?
I don't. No!
What?
I can still hear it with my headset off. Uh-uh.
It
I was ready.
was your birthday recently then too for the stream.
Yep.
And you know what that means. Happy birthday, Jack.
You know what's really funny? About half of that made it through. The other half got destroyed by Discord's blocker.
Happy birthday, dear and talk.
That made it through better.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
What a
yeah,
time.
it was fun. I streamed. I jumped around to a few different games. I did like the starting few hours of Chrono Cross. I did some more of my Pokemon Red Nuzlocke, which I need to do more of. It's been 2 weeks. I meant to do it a Friday or Thursday this past week, and I didn't. I was like, oops, I forgot. Whoops. I did the first couple hours of Final Fantasy VIII. I played Chicken Invaders. I think you would enjoy the comedy behind that game.
Chicken
Um,
Invaders?
yeah, Chicken
Sick.
Invaders 5 specifically is what I played. I
Okay.
did some Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe. Obviously, quite a bit of it was Dead by Daylight because both the beginning and ending were Dead by Daylight. I technically did like a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. I just did some dailies because I want to make sure I got them done that day. And then I showed off
Yeah.
some. I showed off my house in the game. I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And I
Mhm.
did a good bit of it. I did a Pokemon Legends ZA. Which, speaking of, hey, Pokemon Legends ZA came out. I'm already done with it. I've beaten it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, instead of just jumping into that, let's jump into I think games that released in the past month. Anything we want to go over? So anything from October 1st to the middle of November, and I know something you're gonna want to talk about right away. Released on October 2nd. How's Ghost of Yotei?
Pop. I punched you because it was the Sucker Punch, which are the developers of Ghost of Yotei.
Ow.
Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a shiner on the right jaw. Do you need ice? I have ice in my fridge.
I'm good.
My freezer. Ugh, okay, good. What is that? Wendy's? No,
No.
McDonald's. Okay. Get that McCafe on your face. Oh. Anyway, it's really good. No, that's surprising. It's a surprising take. It's very good. I have had very limited time to play games over the last month. I am glad that Ghost of Yotei took up the majority of that time. Um, I need to really dig more into it, but you know, it's. I'll start by saying, you know, this is a game, the first game that I've played on the PS5, that really digs into the sinew or sinew. I'm forgetting how to pronounce that word right now. Of
Sinew.
what? Yeah, the sinew. It really digs into the sinew of the power of the PS5. I don't give a shit about graphics. You know, I play an Atari 2600 game if it entertains me. I don't care. But it is impressive. You know, when something's impressive, it's impressive, and graphically and functionally, like the you know, who's a frame per second, blah blah. Blah. But it does. It functions extremely well for how good it looks, and it hits you right away. You're just like, wow, and you know, in every aspect, you know, it does not rock the boat. We were talking about how Survivor, you know, probably should not have rocked the boat as it has over the many years. And I think Ghost of Yotei does what it needed to do and what we expected it to do, which is take what Ghost of Tsushima already did very well and refine it, make it better where it can be made better, and just continue to give us like a pretty good like gameplay loop overall. You know, it does not rock the boat foundationally in any way besides like now your samurai has a gun. You know, kind of like Joker. You're like looking cool, Atsu. But it's interesting. The storyline, you know, I enjoyed Jin Sakai's story of being the sole survivor of this slaughter on the shore and coming up as the ghost. You're you know, you're coming up in this world as an Onryo again, as a ghost again. But it's a little, you know, I think it's the parlor trick has been done now, so it doesn't have the same impact. But the story is still good. So they're going instead of like the story of seeking your honor, trying to keep your honor, but distancing yourself from it at the same time for the betterment of what your people and what you have to get done to keep them safe. Um, Now it's a story of revenge. Atsu's family, you know, it's you learn very early on, were killed by a gang of uh, Ronin, you know, like very unsavory types. Um, and they now are like ruling, you know, they're a ruling gang in the area. And we're just in this very early onset of the game where it's like, okay, the goal is to kill all these guys. Bada bing, bada boom. And you already have like your, you know, your Papa gang member who is very clearly the main villain who will be sticking around like Khotun Khan.
Hmm.
And just following the divergence between like Atsu exploring her past trauma, which so far has been done really well. Um, and there's playback sequences that show her with her family, and you get to learn more about them through her flashbacks. Um, it's it's a good game with an emotional core. Great, great action gameplay. Good, really amazing exploration. And it looks good. And you're transported back once again to an era of feudal Japan that is, you know, a little further along than it was in Ghost of Tsushima, in a different environment. So you're learning different things about like Japanese history and mythology through it. It's the continuation of the formula that it needed to be. It's really good.
How would you say the combat is compared to Tsushima?
Very similar. Very, very similar. Again, the introduction of the gun is new. I haven't gotten a gun yet. I'm not that far into the game, but functionally, what's majorly different is the introduction of Atsu's wolf friend. So when you are near death, the wolf will come out before an enemy can release a finishing blow and like attack the opponent. And at some points you can fight like hostile areas or like gang areas with the wolf,
Hmm.
which is pretty fucking sick.
Interesting.
I must say. But the gameplay is very similar to the original. Atsu does have her own fighting style, but the functionality is the same. You have multiple stances, and you unlock them over the course of the game. Bow and arrow, etc., etc. It's extremely similar.
I forgot there were stances. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I do want to play it. I just don't know when it's gonna be because if I'm gonna play Ghost of Yotei, I'm gonna stream it like I did with Ghost of Tsushima. And it's not gonna be anytime in the immediate future, but hopefully sometime next year. Because
Yeah.
I know the two games I'm playing right now are both getting close to the end, and I know what I'm gonna replace one of them with. I would do a Tsushima for the second one, but right now money is a bit of an issue. So I'm trying to stick to things that I already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you played through Tsushima. Oh, you did?
Yeah. We've talked about it.
Yeah. 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 Oh, you mean Yote then? Sorry, you
What?
mentioned like buying Tsushima.
No, I said like I would want to do it like because I stream Tsushima, so I'd want to stream Yote.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Which means it'll
Yeah, it's
be a
great.
bit.
Hmm.
All right, let's see what other things released in October. They did the duo pack of Mario Galaxy 2, which there was controversy over the price because
$70.
that much for two games that were on the Wii and were cheaper
Hmm.
back then combined. I
Yep.
think that might
Yeah,
actually be
and it
true.
came out. There were these like minor tweaks that they made. The games look and run better than they ever have. Like, come on, $70,
Yeah,
and Super
and
Mario
they
Galaxy.
added like a little bit of like they added some more of the Rosalina storyline stuff, but that's not enough to justify that price.
No, and I hate that they're probably going to sucker me into buying the physical storybook. I'm like, that is so cool.
Hey, that's better than paying that for the game. So like, is it separate? Can you buy that separate?
Hmm.
Well, then there you go. There's zero problem there.
Yeah, Dark
Except
Horse is
except
like
I don't think the physical storybook has the new storyline in it. I think it just
it
has
doesn't.
stuff from the original. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Hmm.
But you know what
Hmm.
you can do? You can
Get
just
them in, just
you
print
can
them out, and paste them in there.
exactly commission somebody to just do art of the pages similar to what the physical version is and just stitch it in. Easy, done.
Exactly.
So easy.
Kelly, if you're listening, go for
Yeah.
it.
Digimon Story Time Stranger. Not haven't played. I doubt you have. A lot of people were saying like, "Hey, fuck yeah, great game, Pokemon. Please be as good as this." I can't comment on
Trailer
that
looks
because I
good.
don't know it. But if it's that amazing,
Yeah.
all I know is people are comparing it to Legend ZA. But guys, I fucking loved ZA, so you're not
Yeah.
gonna get me to hate on things.
The Digimon
Sorry.
games are generally pretty well regarded. Like I would love to try Cyber Sleuth and Digimon World. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a time thing
Mm-hmm.
and a money thing. I mean, games are expensive,
Yeah.
especially now.
Blue Protocol release, which is another mobile MMO. A few friends of mine have been playing that. I know they've been enjoying it,
Hmm.
but beyond that, I don't really have much to say. Apparently, Like I've watched them do like a little bit of it. I was like, oh hey, that double jump animation is fun. That was the
Yeah.
extent of my contribution. uh oh, is this its first release? Did Yuka Replay just come out? It did. The
Mhm.
remake for Ukulele, which I was surprised it needed a remake. That just came out.
I saw, there's a YouTuber that I watch, Ant Dude, who really liked Ukulele when it first came out. And I don't, he's played the Yuka Replay and has said that there are a number of quality of life improvements. Like, it seems like that was a game that had a lot of hype and it didn't quite meet the hype when it released.
Yeah,
You know,
I remember some of the comments I heard when Ukulele came out. I was like, wow, you guys are really dedicated to making a game in the style of the old N64 PS1 era 3D platformer collectathons. Unfortunately, you were a little too faithful to that style,
yeah,
and things
yeah,
like the camera were apparently a problem.
which I've seen, which I've heard has been fixed. That's like
Good.
the thing, like the criticism that they had back then for being too faithful, having like these really large areas that are just barren and whatnot. Those have been amended.
Yeah. Hey
So anyway,
Microsoft, while you're doing some weird shit right now, you wanna give them Banjo Redewey?
yeah, right, right. Banjo 3E for that matter.
I would start with Redewey, but make it a package deal of 1 and 2.
Me too. Then ukulele could be Banjo Kazooie characters for real.
I mean, what they do is they make a new Banjo racing game, and like how Diddy Kong had Banjo in it, which is Banjo's first game, which is crazy. Have ukulele in the new Banjo racing game. That's what
Yeah,
we do. Get on it, Platonic.
yeah, yeah. Good times.
October 16th, Pokemon Legends ZA came out. I think it was within 5 days I beat the story.
Holy smokes!
Listen,
Was
man,
it because it's that fast, bro?
when I'm playing a game that I'm not doing on stream, because I can only stream it once a week for 4 hours, when I'm just playing the game for me, I just play the game. I don't do
Yeah,
anything else to my own detriment. I
yeah.
focus. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I have some gripes, but overall it was great. I think there are aspects that it does better than Legends Arceus. I think there are other aspects that Legends Arceus does better than ZA. For example, I like the Pokedex research in Arceus more than Mabel's research in ZA, especially because, and I'm just gonna, here's a warning for anybody out there. Hey, the Shiny Charm, cool. You got to get to level 50 in Mabel's research to get there. You don't have to do every task to get level 50. Do you get enough points for the tasks? Except, oh wait, there is one that is required because it gives you. Because I did every task but one task, and I have 100 points away from getting to level 50. How many points does the last task give me? It's either 1,000 or 2,000. I actually don't remember that much. One of the two. Either way, more than enough. What do I need to do for this last task? Battle 1,000 trainers. Now, granted, this is cumulative across the entire game, does not include online battles, and it's a task that like keeps on expanding. So, like it starts with like battle 1 trainer, battle 5, battle 10, battle 20 or whatever. And the previous step was battle 500. So you hit 500, then you have to do 500 more. It's like, okay, but you want to know how many most people tend to be at by the time they beat the game?
No.
About 520, 530. So fuck. So I have not grinded to get the shiny charm because one, I'm not a shiny hunter, and two, no.
Yeah,
But I
I would
did
just
it.
want shiny on. Just quit there.
Yeah. I did get a few shinies though. You get one as a freebie, like you do in Legends Arceus. Arceus gave you the free Ponyta. This time you get a free Mareep. Then I got a few other things. I got a shiny Emolga. I got a shiny Drillbur. Oh, I got a shiny Go-Go. It looks good. I was like, ooh,
Sweet.
there's what I like. Cool. Most shiny is kind of like, eh. Go-Go
Yeah,
looks good.
sick. Okay.
But the action gameplay that actually wasn't as bad as a lot of us feared. I do think it needs some tweaks. For one thing, sometimes like the way you target an opponent to attack them is you have to hold down uh, L2, and then it'll bring up your list of moves. But sometimes the opponent will do something where they stop being targeted, even though I'm still holding the button, and I have to let go of the button, press it again to target them again. Annoying. And other times I'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, go use Mega Drain on this guy or Horn Leech or whatever, and so they run up to them. But sometimes they get caught on an obstacle, like, oh no, there's a bench, and they're just
Mm,
bench
mm.
trying to run through the go around, stupid. Sometimes they're
Yeah.
smart enough. Sometimes they just get stuck there, and then my opponent is a goddamn Talonflame, so it just flies down and attacks.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Isn't there a rumor that that's gonna kind of be an option for gameplay moving forward in the mainline games?
In part two of the Terra leak, uh, that we do have some information from Generation 10. So I'm just going to give a. I'm not going to talk about it too much right now, but as just a bit of a warning. Anybody that doesn't want to have any kind of rumors, whether they be true or false, about Gen 10 of Pokemon, skip 5 minutes probably. Um,
Yeah.
okay, they're gone probably. Uh, so that was part of the one of the leaked documents that said that they were looking at allowing players to either do traditional turn-based battling or the action battling, but it sounds like a more recent document says that if that's not going to be the case, it's just be turn-based, so not actually going to have action in it. That said, it wouldn't surprise me if that ends up happening in the leaked Legends 3. We might get action battling coming back in that. Who knows? We don't know.
Could be. Could be. It was for better and for worse, it seemed like it was a very big highlight in the news cycle when we're coming out for ZA.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and it was all right. It worked pretty well. There's some things where it's like, okay, a lot of moves had to be changed, and some moves were just worse, and some Pokemon are just worse because like Aegislash, and you know when it uses its moves, it has to switch between Blade form and Shield form. Well, that takes up time in an action-oriented game, so with time that opponents can attack you in.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then a lot of
Is
Pokemon
that
like to use their setup moves. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna increase my stats. Okay, cool. While you're doing that, head charge. Oh, you're dead. Nice work. Or they'll be like, hey, I'm gonna use Stealth Rock right here. It's like, oh no, Stealth Rock. If I stand in that, I'm gonna get hurt. I just walk
and just don't.
away, and I make them follow me to another part of the battlefield where
Yep.
there's no Stealth Rocks. Like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
sure.
So it goes.
Yeah.
So it goes. Well, it sounds like it was really fun.
Yeah. The beginning has like the people were complaining was like, oh, this character won't let us go anywhere. They're just boxing us in until we do a little tutorial walkthrough. It's like, guys, why don't you quit your bitching and you just play the game? This little tutorial section is done in like an hour and a half, and then you can go anywhere. They're not going to stop you anymore. Is it
Yeah.
annoying that you will see an item on the ground that you can go pick up, but it's past the barrier of where the character will allow you to go? Yes, I agree. That's very annoying. I wish they just wouldn't spawn items at that point, or at least
Yeah.
lock them to the area where you can actually run around in. I agree, but people chill the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the people that are complaining right now of the Metroid Prime 4 trailer because it showed it showed like a sidekick like character that people are calling annoying that they're hating. It's like it's like shut
Yeah.
up. We don't the game's
Yeah.
not out yet. We don't know how bad it is. Wait till we get further than a
Great.
first day impression.
And of course, the Metroid fan base, they're very vocal about it. They're like, "Oh my God, Samus is best alone. Why does she have somebody there with her? Why is there a space marine who keeps yapping? Is this
I don't
Anthony
even
Higgs all over again?"
I don't even know if it's the Metroid fan base. I just think it's gamers that like to bitch about things.
Yeah, true,
And they're
true.
always loud. They like posting things. Twilix, big Metroid fan. He watched the
Hmm.
trailer. Actually, no, he didn't watch the trailer because he's trying to stay as spoiler free as possible. But he's seen clips of things from it
Hmm.
involving this character. He's just like they seem fine.
Yeah. And it's funny, the dichotomy. People are gonna whine about Pokemon ZA not having voice acting, and then they're gonna bitch about Metroid Prime having too much voice acting.
Yeah. And it's like people that bitched about Chadley in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. And yes, sometimes Chadley was a bit much, but people took it way too far to talk about like the character. The things I saw people say that they wanted to do to Chadley of like
Mhm.
murder or something. It's like, guys, first of all, video game character who's not even a bad guy. He just interrupts and talks sometimes, and he wants you to do the objectives that are out on the map that you can go do to explore the game. Yeah, sometimes he talked too much, but y'all need to fucking chill. Again, it's the people
Yeah.
that complain about the yellow paint is ruining my immersion. If the yellow paint wasn't there, you'd be bitching about how you're lost, you can't find where to go. Like how
Yeah.
almost everybody hates the Gungaga chapter because it's harder to navigate.
Yeah. Who, me?
Now, would it be
Ungaga.
nice to have a toggle to turn on and off directional guides for yellow paint and whatnot? Sure. But I would rather have it than not.
The same goes for most action games now. The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
If you
And
don't have some sort of marker, yeah.
yeah, people just get lost. And the developers for the Seven Remake trilogy have even talked about that. And luckily they understand it's like, yeah, y'all are bitching, but if they weren't there, y'all bitch still. So
Mhm.
we're gonna keep doing our thing. We know Moo made the right choice.
Yeah. Get ducked.
Yeah. Not to say in the ZA a little bit, like its story I'm not gonna talk about too much because I know you're interested in playing it. It's a Pokemon game, so it does it's a Pokemon game story. It's better than Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Does AZ grow even taller?
No, no, he does not grow
Okay.
taller.
Okay. Okay. I take it there's something to do with him in that story.
Well, yeah, that's that in the early trailers. It's like, welcome to Hotel Z. AZ is the manager of the hotel or the owner of the hotel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's in the
Wait,
game.
I get it. It's in the name. He's AZ. The game is ZA. So he turns around at some point, literally. And when he does, he becomes ZA.
Well, there's the ZA Royale, which is the tournament that happens at night. Also, I gotta talk
Yeah.
briefly about a character. I'm not gonna say too much because, again, no spoilers. But there's a character that the first time that they were introduced, I thought, "Oh my god, you're awful. I hate you." Not hate. It was like, I don't like your character. You kind of suck. And then 5 minutes later, they had their second appearance, and then shortly after that, they appeared a third time. I was like, "Oh no, oh no, you're the best character in the game. Fuck, fuck." Uh,
Waluigi.
I don't know what I can say to not give it away to you, but
Mhm. Do they have a Mr. Mime?
they do not have a Mr. Mime.
Okay.
But I think most people, I think just from what I'm saying, people probably know who I'm talking about. They know who the game is. The character that kind of after their introduction, they appear kind of out of nowhere. I think
Mhm.
I think people know who I'm talking about now.
Majima.
He is everywhere, but not Majima, not Majima. Did anything else come out recently? Oh, Ninja Gaiden 4 came out. I had definitely played. I don't know if I doubt you've had the
Mhm.
time, but I know you're interested.
Yeah, I'm down to try it out. I'm looking forward to it, especially after the director passed away.
Oh shit, did not know that.
I'm forgetting his name, but I'm trying to look it up. Yeah, Itagaki. Nobu Itagaki died
Shit.
this last month. Um, he's responsible for Dead or Alive, the more action-oriented Ninja Gaiden, the hit Wii U classic Devil's Third. Itagaki was one of those guys who flew under the radar a little bit, but he was a personality. He was a big personality for sure.
Wait, you said he was the director of the game?
He had some sort of contribution, at least. I'm pretty sure.
He's not
He's
listed
the
as the
director.
director
Yeah.
that I'm seeing.
Mm. Maybe not in this last game, but in general, he was the founder of Team Ninja.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what it was then.
Mm. So rip him, and yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I'm more interested in trying Ragebound out. I think the 2D entry. I really enjoyed the NES Ninja Guidance.
Yeah.
But I like Dragon Sword. I think Black and Sigma and the actiony, cheesy B movie Ninja Gaidens that Itagaki kind of oversaw. They're hit and miss, like a lot of Team Ninja games are, but they're funny. They're
Hmm.
entertaining.
Okay.
So at
Uh,
some point,
Another game that came out in October, Dispatch, is apparently it's like a Telltale like kind of deal, but the deal is you're a retired hero who got injured, but you're running dispatch for like a hero agency, and apparently it's very popular. Apparently, I know
yeah.
the crit roll people had some hand in it, helping out with it, and they're talking
Oh,
about
I
like,
saw.
yeah, it's super popular, and we're probably gonna do more with it now. It's like, okay.
Yeah, sweet.
See, anything else come out lately? I'm looking through the list. Bunch of things that are just going from platform to platform. Words I don't know. Oh, the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remake release. It's going to be a bit before I get to play that, but I'm definitely
Yep.
going to get to it.
Heard good things.
My stream of the third game has actually started being uploaded to YouTube now. So that's good.
Erdrick, it is you.
Yes, that Arctic was the third game. Oh,
Mhm.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has released.
And it's canonical. The story is canon.
They
They didn't
learn
do any
from their
story like
mistakes.
Jericho. Amazingly, they don't do that all the time.
No, they don't.
So I'm hyped. I want to play this game bad. I don't have the time. I don't have the money, so I'm not going to anytime soon. But
Yeah.
on the list. It's on the list.
And it looks like that's all of the things that haven't come out yet.
Hmm.
So looking ahead to the rest of November, we've got Kirby Air Riders.
Hell yeah.
Hell
There's day
yeah!
one.
I have not done the demos, the global test runs that they've done. Apparently, Rick was super popular in one of them, and then he was removed from the second one. It's like I don't know if Rick was broken or what,
There was
but
a thing that people were talking about how Rick was broken. He was the best character by a long shot.
interesting.
And also, he's kind of like the new cow in Mario Kart. They're
No,
like,
that's
oh, Rick is
Starman.
really
That's
cool.
Starman.
Is it?
Yeah.
The hell?
After his release, Starman got the Rick treatment.
The cow treatment. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm super hyped though. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I will I can't wait to ride Kirby's with you.
I might have to wait a bit to get it, but I definitely want to get it. So we'll see how it goes.
Are you to play as Chef Kawasaki as well?
I don't know who I'll end up racing as on a serious question. Character wise, I know who I like. Like I like Marks, I like the Roach, but I don't know
Hmm.
if I'm gonna like their abilities.
Oh, you like those bad boys.
I think they're fun designed characters.
Yeah. I'm glad DeRoche is getting his time in the sun there.
Yeah.
He did in Star Allies too, so I guess it's not unprecedented now.
I, I
Yeah.
I was championing for him after his game release in the Smash, but I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah. It's about as sailed about as hard as Vati's at this point. Sorry, Vati.
Hmm.
Maybe not as hard, but a little bit.
I think he has better chances than Vati, but it's not necessarily by much.
Rate their chances. Maybe we'll put them on one day.
Put them both in the same episode.
Yeah.
A theme of smaller villains. So you got DeRoche, you got Vati, you got Wart, and I don't know who else past that.
Oh, that hurts me that Vati's a smaller villain. For a while, he was the fucking cream of the crop.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, Scrappy from the Scooby Doo movie in 2000s.
not a video game character.
He's a bad guy.
Yes,
You know that
but
about
only
that.
in that movie.
Yeah, he was like a zombie. No, like some sort of monster.
No,
It
he
was.
he
It
he
was.
released the monsters because he was mad about getting kicked out.
No, that's right. I thought he had like a monstrous transformation as well.
He might have at the end, but it wasn't
Hmm.
like who he was through the majority of it.
Yeah. Controversial. What a time to be alive when that film came out, and they made such a beloved character evil.
I'm sorry. Are you joking or? Because I'm pretty sure the majority of people don't like Scrappy Doo.
They should have done Darth Jar Jar, man. I know Lego Star Wars has, but that's not canonical.
Did they?
They did, yeah.
What? Do you know which game?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's it was in a Lego Star Wars like short, like
But was that
comedy
in a
short.
game?
No, it was on a show. It was on a
Oh,
show. Yeah.
well,
Could
I
be in a
don't care
game, I
anymore
don't know.
then.
Darth Jar Jar. Good guy. Oh,
No.
actually bad guy. Very bad guy.
But that is all the games that are released and are coming up, at least for November. There's more in December, but we'll talk about the upcoming December releases in the January episode. This feels weird.
Hell yeah. Ho ho ho, everyone. Santa's coming to town with gamer gifts abound.
At some point, we may revisit the structure of this quote unquote segment. But for now, we'll talk about December later. Not that I
Yeah.
think there's not that like looking at current releases, I don't think there's going to be that much to talk about because there's only one game that I could see even being mentioned. It's a big game,
What if
but I don't really see mentioning anything else.
if
Maybe
there
one
were to
other.
be like a game made after those old claymation Christmas movies, like a Rudolph open world game? Yeah, that could be
Ooh,
interesting.
that that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Or like Humble Destruction game, like Godzilla King of Monsters on GameCube.
I was thinking something more along the lines of the um, Muppets Halloween game on the PS1.
Yeah,
Monster Mayhem, I believe it was called.
just like that. Just like that.
We played that a good bit as kids.
I played a lot of Eminem's Mini Madness on the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Advance.
You had a Game Boy Advance copy? That's cool.
That I'm fairly sure that was just Game Boy Advance.
Oh, well, I had an I had an Eminem game on color for sure. It was on color.
Oh no, it was color. Never mind. Twilix was the one that played that one, not me.
Yeah, it sucked. But as a kid, I was like, I am an Eminem.
Sure
Gosh
are.
dang it, that's so cool. Yeah. So there goes
Mm.
that segment.
Yep. Moving on. Talk about something else, I guess.
Something else.
I don't want to talk about that right now. Nah. Hey, Jonno, you did some festivals recently.
Yeah, I did.
Do you not want to talk about them?
Oh, oh, I see. It's a segue.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ, I'm
could
trying to
talk
keep
about.
things moving.
I could talk about some. Oh, you want me to move? I can dance.
I don't want you to move too much because then the volume of your microphone's going to be different.
Okay, well, yeah, we dance segment over.
Okay.
Yeah, we did do a few. We did do a few festivals. This is high season for the work that I do, and that means, yay, verily, there are many a thing to doeth. So, you know, at the current time here in mid-November, I am working on the production of, you know, the booking productions and programming rather, and production of festivals for the Tucson Folk Festival, of course, which is a yearly endeavor for several of us. And then we are also, you know, just several other community oriented festivals between the Phoenix area, Serena and Patagonia, which are about an hour or 2 hours south of here. So you know we're coming up on the Art State name. You know we are the Art State, Arizona. We're coming up on that idea rather literally at the moment with programming all over the state. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming up. But yeah, we are also directly kind of in the throes of it too. So I came up on just over this last month since we last talked. What's the count? 1, 2, 3 festivals have come and gone. There have been smaller events throughout the city, mostly here and there. And also, I think most pressingly, you know, this work has taken me all over the map. It's been fun exploring the town of Patagonia kind of for the first time, and seeing this kind of more. It'll look more like your area, with trees that turn colors in the fall. And there's a big old lake out there. It's very nice. It was a quaint festival. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the concert programming that we did out there with a mix of music and kind of more cultural, like dance programming. So there we had a Brazilian capoeira, like martial arts kind of performance there
Hmm.
with, and it's a school, so there were kids of all ages. It's called Capoeira Mandinga Tucson. We had them out, which was a highlight for the town of Patagonia organizers as well. And it's interesting bringing a. Let me look up the population of Patagonia real quick. Arizona. It's interesting bringing to 795 residents, as well as and people come in from Tucson to Phoenix and whatever to enjoy this festival. So it's a massive touring influx for the community at this time. But it's interesting bringing to this relatively small town, and there's a lot of history there. They were founded, I'm pretty sure, over 100 years ago, and they have some of the old like sheriff's buildings and postal service buildings that reflect that time. It's like stepping into uh freaking like it's and this isn't a knock. It's interesting. It's stepping back in time into like a cowpoke town, kind of sorta. Like a Mayberry. Like you expect Andy Griffith to show up at the festival.
Yeah. I've
Um,
been to like a preserved town like that before that they use as like a tourist attraction.
I really enjoyed it, and we stayed at the local Stage Stop Inn, and everything in that town center area. It's town center because it's the center of town, and you can walk literally 5 minutes from the festival site to our hotel.
Hmm.
It was and there's several other gift shops and grocery stores, and like the entire town kind of lives, and like the heart of the town is in this area. Um, and it's very, very homegrown, very, very mom and pop. It was cool to experience and very different from living in the city. Um, but yeah, for we're kind of bringing the city to them. It was interesting. I really enjoyed it. And again, like yeah, we had the capoeira performances. I'll show you if you're interested. We
Yeah.
had Tucson Scandinavian dancers, social Scandinavian dance, where people got dressed up in like these European, like old school dresses and shirts. Some guy was dressed in like a Scrooge Sleepy Time outfit, which was very interesting. And they like did circular dances, nothing that you couldn't like you could participate in it rather easily, and some people did. So we had those kind of performances thrown out between more of what you might expect, like folksier or rockier stage performances from musicians. So it was really cool, the diversity. We had alpacas there that you could pet. They made little sounds and spit on people.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Very sweet. Always a highlight. Um, and we got rained the hell out, and well, in the last 2 hours of the festival. So it was the confluence. The last couple of hurricanes that came in through the U.S. There was like a coming together of those two guys over the end of the weekend. So I was driving home in that, and it was up this winding, grassy one-way road for about an hour and 45 minutes. It was pretty precarious. It was like Luigi Circuit.
Oh boy.
Very rainy. There wasn't a blimp around though.
Ah.
Um, yeah, and me and the guys, we stayed in Airbnb the final night with a couple of my coworkers, and we watched a really shitty Zack Snyder zombie movie. Um, that one of my coworkers, one of my friends, insisted on watching, and then
What zombie
he
movie
was
did
like
he
the
make?
for you Army of the Dead with Dave Bautista.
Ah.
Yeah. Um, and it was just spoilers if you care, but they're like one of the primary threads of this movie was Dave Bautista's daughter. I forget her name, but she was the lead character in the Fallout show.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mhm, mhm. She worked in this like refugee zone in Las Vegas for people who were surviving the zombie onset. And her friend got like was chased her daughters into the Las Vegas Strip where the zombies were being contained. So kind of like her impetus for going and like one of the main storylines of this show was for her to go in there and maybe find her friends, which is crazy because there are three of them in a zombie infested strip. Like, what are the chances to begin with?
Yeah.
But at the end, like so insultingly, after all these contrived things happen and the zombies come for, um, Dave Bautista in the end, he's dying in the helicopter on their way out of the strip with his daughter there, and then her friend. They found her friend alive miraculously, like for some reason, after defeating the zombie tiger and all this shit, and they
What?
and they make it out, but because of like the stuff the king of the zombies like did when they were fighting on the helicopter goes down, the pilot dies, Dave Bautista dies, and she survives. Her friend's literally nowhere. Her friend is nowhere. They don't show her, period. They don't show her dead body. They don't show her survive. It is, you have to look up online that she died in the helicopter crash. But there's no implication in the movie either which way that this character, Gita, that was the impetus for this entire plot line, whether she survived or not. And then it was like they could have shown, and so my coworker got so pissed. We had a 30 to 40-minute conversation about how Gita should have been shown at the end of this movie and how he's pissed that she didn't. And he went on a rant about Zack Snyder. That was awesome. He's like, it just shows how immature and how much of a pissant this director is.
Uh-oh, don't let the Snyderverse fans hear that.
It was so funny. It was so funny. So I'm keeping his identity secret for his safety. It was, and so Gita has become a meme in the work culture now because how how pissed off he got at the ending of this movie.
Of his stuff, like I've only seen, the DC movies, including Watchmen. I've watched that one. I never saw 300 or the original Dawn of the Dead or these other movies that he made, but I'm overall not impressed with them. Sorry, Snyderverse
All right.
fans. I just ain't seeing the vision.
Yeah.
And from what I'm
To
hearing
me,
about Army of the Dead here, I don't think I'd enjoy it that much. It just sounds like it's. I mean, there is value to having just like ridiculous movies that you just watch for the entertainment and
mhm,
to eat popcorn to, or just have something to talk about.
yeah.
But the way I've seen people praise this man like a god, it's like you'd think they'd have more substance.
To me, he's just another Michael Bay. It's
Ooh, ow, oh,
another man who
oof.
makes funny, like fun, immature, dark movies because he's like, oh, the inner child liked this going dark and blowing shit up for the sake of blowing. It's gratuitous. It's not well made.
I gotta see if Michael Bay has made anything recently. Because I think the only things I've seen of him were Terminator, or not Terminator,
Hmm.
Transformers. Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh no, he
Which
did The Island. Wait, he
mhm.
did Army. Is Armageddon the movie I think of? It is. Okay, no, yeah, I've seen that one. That
Mhm.
one,
Mhm.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Uh, he made a movie this year, but I don't know how to say its name really. We Are Storer. It's apparently
Okay.
it's about a group of British parkour and free running athletes. Okay, so
Interesting.
maybe it's actually decent then.
Perhaps a more apt description would have been that Snyder is another M. Night Shyamalan.
Mm,
I
but there's
can't go
no
that far.
twist. Like the only twist that occurs in the Snyder movies is Zod's neck. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
speaking of Nunch, I
you
wonder,
know,
has he done anything recently? The last I've
there's
heard
like a
of him was the Avatar movie.
oh my god, and what a great film that was. Oh my
Eey.
goodness.
He's making a movie
Um,
next year
oh great.
called Remain. He's actually been consistently still doing, still directing movies. Remain in next year, Trap last year, Knock at the Cabin 2023, Old 2021, Glass 2019, Split 2016. He's still got a career, it looks like.
Yeah, and he's back and forth. He's a glass cannon. Split was great, Glass was not. Just goes on and on. Um, Snyder doesn't have the highs and lows of a Shyamalan or a Bay, it seems. He's just kind of straight ahead. You like him or you don't. If you like him, I don't hate you, but I'm not into it.
Nah.
You know, it's there's like this carnal, like primal itch that it scratches to just see like so much gratuitous violence. Like my our other friend, he was like, "Now don't let your contrivances with the story distract you from the fact that this is fucking awesome. Look at all the zombies dying."
But it's not
He
fucking
said
awesome.
he said it half-heartedly. He was sarcastic.
Oh,
But
good.
but that was a memory. Some
So,
of the but
similarly, in zombie movie news, apparently there's talk
mhm.
about Zombieland 3,
Oh, okay.
which, considering how
Okay.
long it took to get the 2, I'm surprised by.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how do you
I'll
feel about
watch.
that?
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
watch it. They're those movies, like, are they silly? Yes, but they don't taking themselves seriously. So there's a difference.
Yeah. They have plenty of new material after Army of the Dead came out, I suppose. They wanted to go that route.
I don't think they.
There were
I
a
don't.
couple of
Do they take
couple
tropes from other ones? I
couple of
don't really know.
I
All I
don't
can say
I
is,
don't
Jono, if I hear a story that you went running into a zombie infested anything, I'm not following you. I'm writing you off as dead, and I'm getting a new co-host. If not, just
yeah.
ending the show entirely.
Maybe, I'll just stay flipping burgers at Sal's Diner for the rest of my life. I'm not coming out of retirement from the zombie army.
Good to good. That's what you should do. Stay,
Yeah.
stay at Sal's, where it's safe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know my daughter may hate me for it, not helping her find Gita, but, Gita's gone. Sorry,
Geet is
Gita.
gone, and if your daughter goes there, she's gone too.
Hashtag Gita's gone.
Rip.
You know who was in that movie? It was
I
funny. They
I
fed him to
don't.
the zombies almost immediately. It was the guy who played Shades in Luke Cage.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny because he always plays a fucking douchebag.
He definitely was in that show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was memorable insofar as it was enjoyable to kind of shit around about it with some friends. Otherwise,
Hmm.
so I can't say it was a waste of time because we have meme material out of it, but
How much meme material
there
do
were
we
other
have out
ways.
of you and Eric making me watch the Minecraft movie? Because I vote there's none.
Good times. Maybe we should have a work party Minecraft movie session. Watch the second one when it comes out too.
Uh,
Um, what more can I say? I mean, we did. Oh, Gala Phantasma. That's what I wanted to kind of focus in on. We did.
the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah, we
mean,
just we blasted the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack, and everyone could hear it throughout the neighborhood.
oh, okay. Well, that sounds normal.
No, it was Gala Phantasma. Here in the Catalyst Creative Collective space, which you have visited a few times. We have an artist in residency. The residency changes each month. We have hosted a number of different folks who host events here throughout their tenure as the artist in residency. It could be just if they're a painter, they might set their easel out near the front window, and people can come in during the time that they're doing hours and visit with them and ask them what they're painting and explore the space. Or it might be more interactive. They might be showcasing a concert or a live art session or a dance troupe or kids activities. Any number of things. over this last month in October, we had a very cool artist, sculptor and painter named Haji Miranda. Um, it was super fun and awesome and an amazing sculptist, and she made this new installation in the front, facing the front door. It would be the rightmost window.
Hmm.
That's like a giving tree situation. Um, it's called the Soul Blossom, and it's like a life size, like bronze, ethereal tree sculpture that now is just like permanently in our building. So that was what she was working on throughout her residency. To cap it off, her residency was in October, so her final day was October 31st, which is Halloween. So she threw a Halloween party. And that was the Gala Phantasma. Every room was activated with a different experience or whatever. We got one of our massive metallic inflatable spheres and hooked it up on a wire and just like we made a weird art installation for people to interact with and take photos with. There's a couple of Garfield hugging it. But all that to say that and there were magic acts, there were dancers. It was an engaging night, but there was also a costume contest.
Oh God.
So throughout the entirety of the Gala Phantasma, Jonathan was not there.
Oh, were you sick? You had a
No,
stomach
no, no, no.
bug?
That was when we recorded our last episode of Super Cast Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was strangely muted. I wasn't shot with a tranquilizer dart by you. It was just the stomach flu.
Hmm.
But yeah, so costumes were encouraged. Obviously, there was some really incredible effort, like cosplay level, like incredible effort put in by some folks. Some of the dancers were dressed as Fae, and they had incredible costumes and were so cool. But it was kind of an equal opportunity costume contest. There were little kids there in their pre-made outfits, and then there was me, and by me I mean Garfield. It was rather imposing. I dressed as Garfield. I had a full body, as you've seen on Facebook, no doubt.
I have seen your full body, yes.
But I'm gonna try and focus this in on the camera for video, folks. Oh, is it gonna do it? No, I
Well,
think.
oh, there you go.
Yeah. I was Garfield the whole time, and this included in work-related discussions. I had a coworker who was coming in for to talk about a karaoke event that I'd kind of contracted him for, and that we were preparing for the next day. He came in and he was talking to another coworker. He's like, "Where's Jonathan?" And then my other coworker was like, "You mean Garfield?" And he says, "Oh Jesus, what's going on now?"
Was that a
And
Monday at least?
yeah, we were and we're going through it. Like I was showing him where we were looking for computers and speakers and whatever was needed. And they're like, "Well, I think we should look over there." And he was just being taken to his final string. It was pretty great. And throughout the night, I laid on the ground and made cat noises and generally was very lazy but I also danced with my tail and strutted across a walkway for the costume contest and had a great time. And I was Garfield and I have that outfit. I'm thinking about just moving it into Catalyst permanently and then just breaking it out at random times. Could even be during the next episode of this show.
No, I don't think so.
At least for a portion. I was actually going to start the episode in that outfit, and then I forgot to bring it like a punk.
Thank God.
But that was kind of the month in active work duties and other than the TKMA world, the Tucson Kitchen Musicians Association, and working on the folk festival, which is in full swing. We, as of yesterday, our performer applications closed up. So
Aha!
that committee is now getting started. That's about 240 submissions that they have to sort through, and they get to choose 130 that make it to the festival. So that's inglorious task always. I'm glad I'm not a part of that committee.
But last year.
We do, yeah. we do have our headliner selection committee that I lead that has finished their duties, but we're not ready to report who is headlining yet. We have the songwriting competition going. A few people that you met this last time, Becca and Cody from Admiral Radio are on that committee with me. Chris Barron is, so just having some songwriters who know what they're doing in that world, being the judges.
I would
We're doing.
volunteer, but I don't think I'd contribute much.
You
I'd be like, hey,
volunteered.
that one helped. That I like that one. That one's good. Everybody else is like, really? That one's like, yeah. What's wrong with it? Like, we all gave that the worst score. It's like, oh, I
Yeah,
gave it a 10.
we'll make you a live day of show judge instead. Can you imagine? I was gonna have you on stage during that portion this last year, but Eric got cold feet.
Yeah. I had an idea of how I was gonna do it too. I was gonna take it from you, and then I was gonna hand it to him, and I was gonna make him read it. Or no. Well, no, I think no. Sorry, no. I was gonna be holding it, and then I was gonna hand it to him and make him give it to you. That's what it was gonna be.
Okay, I see. There's always room to make some version of that happen again one day.
Yep.
One day. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast or anything though, but you did contribute to the folk festival. I mean, on site that year, helping sell merchandise like all
Yep.
festival weekend long, with our friend Gabriel, and also afterwards, like you're actively a part of this season of the folk fest, which I think would surprise people that know you personally, since what word on the
Because
street
I'm
is
not a
you're not a
music
music.
man. No.
Yeah, but you are a QA
It's the
tester.
words. It's the singing itself. I'm just like, I don't want to hear words. Sorry to the singers out there.
Yeah.
No, you did. You had your one. You had your one. Your one all season.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
I gotta
But I
limit
don't think
that shit.
don't know if I did it on Super Cash Brothers this season yet. Oh, I wouldn't have, because it's the new season of that.
Yeah.
Back to back, guys. Let's see. But yeah, you did do a lot of QA testing on the new Folk Festival website, which I know we
Is
mentioned briefly. Which
is it live yet?
No, there's a few complicated back end things that we need to do to get the domain transferred. So I'm contracting that out. I should have done it this week. I will do it next week. We have a guy in mind who we're going to hire through Upwork to just make that final push, migrate the domain to from the sandbox that we're working in now into the primary Tucson Folk Festival website. And once that's done, it'll be done, and it'll be up and ready to go. But yeah, it's good. The design is done.
Good.
And thanks for your contributions to that. You're gonna have your name put in the booklet this year.
Thanks for being officially something that I can put under consulting work that I did this year.
There you go. There you go. Mano y mano. You scratch your back, I'll scratch yours, eh?
Wait, so I'm scratching my back, and then you're also scratching my back?
Yeah.
Because that's what you said.
I don't know. I mean, there's sometimes you're recording and there's a staunch realization that you're recording at 9 p.m. Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, I guess I did say that.
Yes, you
But
did.
I don't know how it translates onto a podcast, but the folk festival, I've been doing this for 8 or 9 years now. Me and my friend Matt, who also, he's the deputy director of Art State. But we've been doing it for long enough now, and it's a part of my life. It's a big part of my life, and I'm glad you're a part of it. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, against all odds this last year over there. It was a new experience for you, and I'm happy you're a part of it. And I'm and this is the kind of stuff I get excited about. It's like, yes, I'm doing an agonizing amount of volunteer work to produce a music festival. That's fucking great. Yay!
Yay! And I stood
Here's what I
under a tent near a booth, near a music stage, and I organized merchandise so that it was appealing to the eye and that people would buy things.
there,
You
the
can't
festival.
do merchandise without organization. I need people to
Exactly.
realize this.
I wish that you were at these next few fundraisers because I'm gonna have to lead on sales.
Just
Buddy.
it's not that hard.
Maybe you come out for a fundraiser. That would be something. You can
Hey,
stay at the
pay for my ticket. Fly me out there.
Airbnb with me and Ron Pandy for the Phoenix fundraiser in January.
All
Let's go.
right.
Zach can come.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Um, something we'll stew about after this call. But yeah, that's kind of the world we're in, and work world, festival world, folk festival world, and we're gonna keep on going. I guess we have a holiday party coming up for the folk festival, our first fundraiser concert of the year. We're tabling at a new music venue called La Rosa, which is trendy and crazy, and they adapted it from a mission, an old mission, into, or like a, not a mission, but a monastery, I want to say,
Oh, okay.
into a we're just anywhere and everywhere, and pushing on all cylinders, and it's the work that keeps me going. So there's the update. There's the
Well,
update.
I could transition to a couple different topics from all that, but I think the one that
Okay.
would amuse me the most is, hey, you said that it was unusual to see somebody like me at a music festival, right? That it's very unusual to see that. You know what else is what is unusual to have like a group of people in a location, it's just that they really don't belong in? Dissidia Duellum taking Final Fantasy characters and putting them in fucking Tokyo. Specifically,
Oh yeah.
the Shibuya area, which is where
Of course.
every game that takes place in Japan goes to.
Game, anime, manga, everything.
So I was planning to talk about some Dissidia NT related things in this episode, because I had like a whole project that I'd done like a year ago that I was gonna like kind of talk about piece by piece throughout different episodes. But instead, I think we're gonna talk about this game. So, uh, Square in the past month is like, hey guys, we're making a new Dissidia game, and people are just like, what? Wait, really? And like
Yeah.
all the people that like enjoyed the PSP games, the original Dissidia and Dissidia Duodecim, were all just like, a return to form? Maybe the 1v1 fighter with had like this really big and crossover story to it, and then NT is like, hey guys, what if we did 3v3, completely changed how the gameplay works, and the story you had to earn in cutscenes by playing PvP matches.
Yep.
What? No. And then there was Opera Omnia, the mobile game, but it was an RPG, single player RPG, but with gacha. But it was long lasting, and people liked the story for it. It had a bunch of characters. Like they put in a fuck ton of characters in that one. Duellum, however, is taking the worst of Opera Omnia and the worst of NT. It is a 3v3 PvP, smash some crystals and a tap fest on your phone, then slide up buttons, use abilities on a boss with gacha, that you both have the gacha characters. And then, not just that, but like, hey, look, here's Cloud in his normal attire from 507. Then here's Cloud in his quote unquote disguise, his casual Tokyo attire. And the gacha is just like, they're all in there. So it's like, okay, you might get Cloud in FF7 outfit, or you might get Cloud in the Tokyo outfit. And if you get dual dupes of the same one, I don't think there's any kind of compensation. At least there wasn't in the demo, because I'm pretty sure I got dupes of somebody, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm screwed. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. And it's they also have to do gacha for abilities. With granted, you only need the ability once, then any character can equip it, but each ability can then be improved and leveled up with the currency, but it hits a cap, and you have to get a duplicate of that ability to increase its cap. It's like, oh goody.
Yeah.
One of these. I signed up to play the beta test. I believe it just ended, or is yeah. I think it either ended like just today or like yesterday, and then today was the deadline for submitting the player survey, which I filled out yesterday. My overall impressions are, oh boy, put this back in the oven or no.
Hmm.
That's a
It's not
quick way to sum it up. Because
it's bad, but it's not surprising.
yeah, like I think like I am online a lot. I see various areas. And the area of the internet that I saw where people could be discussing this game was barren. In
Hmm.
game, where they had like little communities that you can join and people could talk about things. Barren. Now, granted, beta test not a whole bunch of people are there,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
there's still very little chatter about the actual game itself,
Yeah.
and that's a bad sign.
Sounds like
Uh,
it's not Fire Emblem Heroes.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Heroes has a complete story mode that you can do just PvE. You don't have to do any PvP. You don't have to do any whaling for units. You can just get some units that are decent and go through it. And you can do the whole
Yeah.
story. You get the whole experience.
Totally.
This game, you're going to have to do the multiplayer to do it. Like, a lot of my service responses amounted to, you need to tone down the gacha. Uh, you either make it so that, like, I would take characters out of the gacha. Now, if you want to do outfits, okay, sure. Gotcha out some outfits. Fire Emblem Heroes.
Hmm.
But I would not do that with the characters, considering they all play different ways. And if you can't get the character that fits your play style, well, you're not gonna have fun. I also think it was kind of where for the beta test where they want you to try out the whole game. They didn't just let us all have access to all the characters that are available from the start. Like, if you want me to try out Zidane, you should kind of let me play as Zidane and not make me work to get him through a gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, I was only able to unlock at the beginning you get a free. Granted, this was the places. I don't know if they'll do this for the real release, but at the beginning I was able to choose for free either Warrior of Light, Cryo. I think it was Cryo. No, Warrior of Light, Terra, Cloud, or I don't remember who the fourth option was. Lightning, Lightning. One of those four. And then afterwards, after you chose that, I picked Cloud because he was the character that gave us the demo, and also I like characters that just run up to enemies and bash their heads in with heavy weapons. That's the playstyle. Like I like getting up in front and rushing
Yeah.
with melee. But then afterwards, and this part I really doubt will be in the base release, they let you do a character summon where you could just keep on re-rolling it until you got whoever you wanted. But you'd only do that for one character. I landed on Gaia from Final Fantasy 14, and she played kind of similarly to Cloud. So I was like, hey, yeah, I'll play as Gaia. I like 14, and it's a playstyle I enjoy. But I remember I also got, I know I got Lightning. I think I might have gotten Terra or Cryo. I got Prompto from 15. I never got Zidane. I didn't get Kane.
Hmm.
Several of them I just did not get because I couldn't really play to Smith even if I wanted to. But the gameplay is just the gameplay itself isn't bad. Like I think it could be a lot deeper. The controls for it were kind of messy.
Yeah.
It was just the gotcha was I was like, this is my biggest detractor for you guys. Not good. Pull back. Pull back of the gotcha and please give us some PvE single player stuff to do and let us and there is some story. There's some story going
Yeah.
on here because it started out with Cloud in the middle of like right before Cloud gets summoned to Tokyo. And how they're being summoned is who the fuck knows. But he was there talking with Sephiroth and it's like, all right, what are you doing, old man? You're doing your bullshit again. And Sephiroth at some point was like, oh, well, I don't really feel like I need to deal with you right now. Why don't you just go do something else? He's kind of like getting. Sephiroth loves manipulating Cloud. He's just like telling Cloud to go away, and Cloud ends up getting summoned, encounters the Warrior of Light. He's like, hey, yeah, big monster, help us fight it. And Cloud's like, yep, all right, this is my life, sure. But there's also in the essentially the battle pass, which you earn currency from through winning battles in the PvE, or not PvP, the PvP rather. There were these what they called find events. So there was two types of story events with that. There would be like cutscenes of characters actually like meeting up somewhere. Like there was one where Zidane was flirting with girls and Lightning was there and she was getting very annoyed with him Because first of all, they have like this device that will obscure their faces and what they look like when they're fighting. That way, people don't know who they are. Zidon's been turning his off so that he can be popular with the girls. He's like, "Yep, that's Zidane," and Lightning being annoyed. It's like, "Yep, that's Lightning." So they're getting the character interactions right. I like
Hmm.
that. And then there's also they also have like an app that they all are in for a few group chats called Fine on their phone. I don't remember what the abbreviation stands for, but it was Fine. And so they're just like they're showing some like little slice of life fluff moments through a text stamp. It's like I actually really liked that, honestly, because I
Yeah.
like my gratuitous crossover bullshit and just getting to see how characters would interact with each other. It's why like I want to imagine a story mode for like Smash Bros. Like I want to see like, okay, how would Luigi react to turning the corner in a house and just being face to face with Ridley? What's the reaction? We know he's going to be terrified, but I want to see it. So
What
there were these
is
events that they had both the cutscenes for kids meeting up, but then also like the phone storylines. There were things like Cryo teasing Renoa about having a boyfriend, Squall, and Renoa was getting all embarrassed about it. Kane is developing a rivalry with Zidane because they both apparently like to ascend tall buildings, and Kane's like, "Wait, Zidane's getting permission to climb that tall building? No, no, not without me. He's not. I want to climb the tall building. Fuck you. I'm a dragoon. This is my thing." It's like
wow?
this is great. I actually really love that.
Yeah.
Um, there's some I can't remember what guy was in one of them. And I can't remember what guy was doing in hers. Tara is some of the real world outfits they have. I don't can't really. Tara's dressed up in like a traditional Japanese schoolgirl outfit, and it's like,
Mhm.
Tara, I wish you had longer pants. I'm sorry. You're gonna get
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
But and then, like Tara's making friends with like Tara is actually going to a school. So it's not just she's wearing the outfit, like she's going to a school. Like I think Zidane also mentioned he was going to Cloud is going to school. It's like what the fuck? Didn't really learn like I think him and Lightning were both going to some special thing together. They didn't really clarify what it was. But another
Yeah.
piece that they did, Sephiroth was seen again in Tokyo, uh, talking to Cloud, and it's like, all right, you're up to something. With something's
Mhm.
going on here, and he was basically just like, "Oh, Cloud, are you having fun with your new friends? Good. I'm glad you're enjoying them." Is this like, all right, all right, you shithead? And Sephiroth was just in his normal attire, but there were some data mine leaks that showed upcoming outfits, which for most of the characters were some other fancier like dress attire. Like Terra basically has like a ballroom dress type of deal, and then
Mhm.
Sephiroth had a couple of different outfits in that data mine. But seeing these different outfits, I'm wondering things like, okay, characters like the Cloud of Darkness or X Death or Kefka, what the fuck other Tokyo attire are they gonna be wearing? Especially as X Death doesn't really look like a normal dude.
Yeah.
What are they
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
wear? I
Yeah.
like I like the city. I want this game to improve itself, pull back on the gotcha. Like if it pulls back on the gotcha and it goes more on single player and letting us do things without having to engage in PvP, I may get the game. I may get the game and I may
Mhm.
play it a lot. If it just releases as it is, I'm just gonna look up the scenes on YouTube. I still want to see
Yeah.
that. I just want to do
Yeah.
the gameplay, the PvP
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And in the
Indeed.
survey, there was places where it was just like, are there any last things that you would like to say to the developers of the game? And I was like, okay, to the developers themselves. So I front loaded that one with being just like, listen, devs. First of all, I want you to know my negative opinion of how things work in this game is not a reflection on you. You did your job. You made things look good. Good on you.
Mhm.
Don't let
Yep.
the negativity get to you because you did what you were supposed to. It was the directors and the people planning the direction of the game who I take umbrage with.
Mhm.
And then I also, as I do, I list just like a here's a list of because there's nowhere else in the survey to to asking this question, here's a list of 10 characters that I would request to be in the game that haven't been in the City of Fighting game yet. So it's
Sweet.
like, hey, why not? And I had on there Vivi from 9, Minwoo from 2, Forrest from 5, Beatrix from 9, Edgar from 6, Alize from 14, Jack from Stranger of Paradise. That would be funny as fuck, and we all know it. Quistis from 8, Rydia from 4, and Lilithette from 11.
Nice. Nice little collection.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's riddled with its issues for sure, but if the basis of it sounds like there's also a heart to the game that I hope can express itself well. But
Yeah.
it's gonna really depend. It's gonna really depend on those gotchas being pared back, and I don't have a lot of hope for that.
Yeah, I don't either. Honestly, like Square, if you're watching, you're not. But if you're watching or listening, because more popular audio, just remaster Duodecim. If you want to throw in a couple extra characters that were in the NT version, I mean, I'm not gonna demand it, but I'm not gonna tell you no. Give us Ramza, give us Noctis and Arden. If
Yeah.
you're gonna do that, you might as well throw in Clive from 16, so that 16 gets a character in there.
Totally.
Renoa, Camlanaut, Ishtola, Xenos. I'm trying to remember who else was added into NT. Ace from Type 0. I know there's others that I'm not remembering. Go for it. But
Yeah.
give us Duodecim. We will buy it. We will. The majority of the people that are the fans, I feel pretty confident that I can say this statement. The majority of people who are fans of the Cydia as a franchise under Final Fantasy are fans of the PSP games. We want to see things return to the PSP gameplay. Similarly, the majority of people Mario fans wanted things to go back to Thousand Year Door in the original style.
Yeah.
It was better. We had better
Yeah.
gameplay. It was before they started chasing the esports trend, which NT failed at. And we had while quality can be discussed later, it had a connected story that was pretty impressive for a crossover fighting game. Pretty
Yeah.
goddamn impressive, honestly.
Totally. Totally. I really enjoyed. I had only played the first Dissidia, but that was the game that made me keep my PSP the longest before I ultimately traded it back in.
And the reason why I say to remake Duodecim and not the Cydia original, because Duodecim also has the entire story of the original in it, which is fucking wild.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, give it. Duodecim give.
Duodecim give.
Hit up that PS5, baby. /Switch 2.
And put it on Steam.
Yeah. Put it on Steam Deck. Put it on the Steam Cube. See that?
Give it crossplay. Yeah, I did see the Steam machine, yeah. Give it crossplay and give us an online combat mode, and people will do PvP. Just don't make that something that you have to do to get a game story. That's never good.
I would try it, but yeah, it's something that isn't that attractive to some players, so don't lock it up like that.
Yep.
Yep. Boy, I'm glad for all of Nintendo's troubles that they have never had the good thought to do that shit.
No.
Yeah.
The closest they've gotten was Splatoon 3's Battle Pass, but that's honestly extremely minor. It's like, oh no, you missed out on certain clothing items and certain things that you can put in your locker or tags. Oh no, it's not like you're missing weapons or characters or story.
No, yeah, exactly. It's not like you're missing out on a new companion for Small Fry, like Small Wooden Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small Real Bear.
Next episode of this, I'd like to unless something else comes out about Duellum, I'd like to discuss my Cydia NT kind of thing. Actually, I guess, do you know who's playable in Duellum? Like all the characters?
No.
It's kind of it's kind of a mix. Actually, I'm pretty sure I posted it in there at some point. But it's a mix. Like you have like probably like half of them like the main characters. Like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then it's just like, and here's a random party member. It's like, Okay. It's like Final Fantasy
Yeah.
1 has Warrior of Light. Then Final Fantasy 4 has Kain. Final Fantasy 5 has Kryl. 6 has Terra. 7 has Cloud. 8 has Renoa. 9 has Zidane. 13 has Lightning. 14 has Gaia, who is a side quest character, a very popular character designed by Nomura, and that's why she's in the game. But she's still a popular character and she's great, but she's not even in the main story for 14. And then 15 has Prompto. There's some missing games. But after they had that trailer that revealed all those characters, at the end of it, they also teased other upcoming characters. And with 6 silhouettes, it was like, okay, we can identify who they are. We know who the other 6 characters are that represent the rest of the game. So Furion from 2, Onion Knight from 3, they refused to acknowledge the characters from the DS remake. Riku from 10, who was one of the very few party member characters who was not in Opera Omnia from across the franchise.
Hmm.
Iroha from 11, Balthier from 12, and Clive from 16. Naturally,
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting lineup.
It's curious the ones they chose. It's like, okay, I don't know why for some games you did a set like a different party member, but other ones you did like the main character. It's curious.
Definitely.
Like, they all have like a unique fighting style, but what kind of confused me is like Prompto is the gun guy. Who is Balthier in 12? The gun guy.
Yeah.
I would have gone with
Yeah.
Ignis from 15 instead of Prompto because Ignis is well. I thought he was the punchy guy actually, but it turns out he's actually you know what? Actually, I don't know about 15. I thought Ignis was a monk type, but he's not.
Oh, wow. Eh.
But yeah, there's no monk character in this lineup. It's like what the hell?
Yeah. An omission indeed.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah. Um, what can we add here? Oh, I can tell you that I'm in a Christmas song.
What do you mean you're in a Christmas song? And is this
There's
more Jigglypuff?
no, there's a new Christmas single that just released, and I'm in it. It's I have a friend. You've spoken to him once or twice. He was on Super Cast Brothers in season 1. Uh,
Ah, Jamie.
Jamie Allen Morad. He's an LA based kind of contemporary pop songwriter. Some of his like legacy heroes were like Richard Marx, Billy Joel, like that 80s style of pop, like conscious, like piano-y music. But anyway, he released more of a pop rocky modern sing-along song called Santa Sucks. And the narrative is, it's what you think it would be. It's about like a kid who doesn't get what he wants for Christmas and declaratively announces that Santa sucks. And in the chorus, Jamie employed like 20 to 30 friends and family, myself included, to shout Santa sucks into their phone voice memo app and mail it to him. So now we are the Santa sucks chorus. And if you go on his Instagram or whatever, you'll see Jonathan Frahm right up there with Jamie and his mom and several of his other friends who contributed to the chorus.
Wow.
And yeah, he had to shout Santa sucks really really loudly.
All right.
So that is something that exists and it is really out there, and anyone who wants to listen to it and pinpoint my voice shouting that during the song, go ahead. It was a funny little thing. Like, we got into it. We caught up over the phone for, gosh, a couple hours. I mean, for the first time in years, that we really did that. And that was kind of the capstone for him is, I'm working on this new single and here's the pitch and it's going to be a holiday song. And I have this scary suspicion, this awful feeling that it could actually be a hit.
You're gonna get royalties, right?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Oh, good.
Our royalties will be his next appearance on Super Cast Brothers with a professional audio setup.
All
There
right.
you go.
I think there is something that we definitely need to talk about before we end up today.
Oh,
So, pretty recently, there was a little announcement from Nintendo.
oh yeah, Scrupulous Fingor from the new Super Mario Brothers leak.
We got
From he's coming back.
the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer
What?
release.
What? Yahoo!
I
Mario, it is me.
I think you gave him a better voice than Chris Pratt did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never going away. But yeah, we got the new first trailer rather, which showed Bowser Jr. It showed Bowser kind of trying to overcome his anger issues and becoming an
Hmm.
artist. And at first, when the trailer opened, like him doing the art, my first thought was like, "Wait, are we just skipping the bottle? Like, are we just saying he escaped?" And then and then it's like, "Oh, okay, no." Like 5 seconds, I was like, no, 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 nah. He's still strapped in the bottle. Good,
Yeah.
good. We're continuity. We're like, uh,
He has this
Mario's a dick to
weird
him, which
relation.
fair.
Yeah, it's like he likes Luigi more than Mario, quite clearly.
Well, yeah, because Mario stops his plan. Luigi didn't do shit to Bowser. Luigi
Yeah.
was just there.
And Luigi didn't
Uh,
talk shit on his painting either.
no, no. I mean, it was a good painting. In all honesty, just
Yeah.
naturally, Mario's not gonna like Bowser drawing a painting where he's the big muscular boy that Peach is swooning over. It's like, yeah, yeah, all right. I mean, quality wise, it's a good painting, but content wise, sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
the restraining order is still in effect.
Yeah.
But we saw Bowser Jr. in his Wonder Flower form from Wonder come to rescue
Hmm.
Bowser. Um, Rosalina was showing up. We saw Toaster Reina. We saw Mega Leg from Galaxy come to kidnap Rosalina. It's like, okay, who's piloting the Mega Leg?
I know. Would it be Bowser Jr.? I mean, I don't know.
I
Those are
don't
two separate
I don't
things,
think
right?
it is. I think it's like it
There was
could be
some
like
speculation
Kamek or
online.
maybe Camella.
Some people had said, "What if it's Wario?"
I think if it was Wario, they would have announced his voice actor. Like, I'm not saying Wario isn't the movie, but if he was piloting Mega Leg, I think they would have shown that. I
Sure. Yeah.
honestly don't think Wario or Waluigi will be in this. Maybe Wario, definitely not Waluigi. I think they're
Yeah.
being saved, I suppose.
A
But
lot of people think Daisy will be in. They're like, "Oh, they're in a desert."
that's Toasterina, and also in screenshots shown later on, they actually did show Mario with the Toaster Rainans. So
Hmm.
it's going to be at least a 5 minute segment in Toasterina. Why they're going to Toasterina though, I don't really understand. But I'm not opposed to them mishmashing things around. I'm just continually surprised. It's like that we jump straight to Galaxy. It's like I was really thinking we'd do Mario World next.
Yeah.
I was expecting Bowser to get rescued by the Koopalings, not by Junior.
Yeah. I think some of this might be, Miyamoto being a creative insight dude on this, and
Mm.
maybe his more recent bias for Galaxy, that might have played a part in it.
I mean, it's some of the more recent. I mean, it's Galaxy crossed with a bit of Odyssey with a bit of Wonder.
Yeah, Wonder being in there especially is like, wow, they got that in, even though that was pretty recent.
Yeah, I mean, really, I'm assuming it's not going to be too much more. It's the Bowser Jr. design. Like they could, if that was created came up with early on development, they could have easily just been like, oh yeah, here's an image of what Bowser Jr. will look like in the new game. We can use that for the movie. It's
Yeah,
like how
you got
Sakurai picked Greninja for Smash when all they had was concept art.
yeah. I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
and
I'm
I
excited
don't
for it.
think it's that far away,
Now it's in April. It comes out in April.
which is wild. That it's so soon.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to watch it.
April
The first
3rd.
one, I think we all have kind of the same collective opinion. Oh wow, yeah, that's the week before the Full Fest. Wow, that's crazy. It's right there. We really could watch it together.
Well,
Interesting.
what I'm hearing, it's not going to be easy to schedule an episode to talk about it.
We'll see. That'll be fun. I mean, I'm gonna watch it really, really close to the date it comes out. Um, Yeah, and I like the call that like the looks of the like orbular like water sphere
Oh yeah,
galaxy that they each going through like the look of that. It's very pleasing. I mean they nailed it. Just the vibe and the idea. It looks like we're getting a little bit of the beginning ceremony from the first Super Mario Galaxy game, where it's going to be very deeply different in the adaptation. I'm sure, where you're seeing Peach kind of taking the lead as opposed to being kidnapped by Bowser, which is great. That's
yeah,
cool, and she seems to be getting, she got the majority of the action in this trailer. Not really Mario and Luigi all that much. It was cool to see her in some of those scenes. Mario and Luigi's like road gear when they're on their motorbikes looks sick. I like that. Like the callback to Tostarena for sure. And we get to see Rosalina be kind of a badass, which you don't see
yes.
her really use the full length of her
It's
power
like
in
in
Galaxy at all.
yeah, she does nothing in Galaxy, which
Yeah,
sh- which is part of what like I was surprised when she became playable. So like, but she doesn't do anything.
right, right. But
But
she's becoming
what they showed was really cool. For they did like she's like, oh, you're here to kidnap me. That's cute. Pulls out her wand. Megalith goes to attack. She's just like whacks it away. It's like,
yeah, right.
I don't think she's gonna be able to kidnap guys. And
Yeah,
then me and a lot of the internet had the exact same reaction. It's like, hey, yeah, you know that the meme with about the nickel. If I had a nickel for every time the thing happened, it's not much, but it's weird it happened twice. Yeah, Brie Larson playing a tall, blonde, cosmically powered heroine twice.
yeah.
First Captain Marvel, now Rosalina. It's like, what? And apparently she's a big Galaxy fan in general. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm here for this.
That's I mean, she's a tall, blonde, galactic superhero in real life, so I guess it makes sense. You just contract what you know.
Now we just need her to
Uh,
play the live action Samus.
that would be sick. I'm so thrilled that she was chosen for this. The voice sounds good. I
Yeah.
have no complaints with that. And she's a like a huge Nintendo fan. She has been forever. Like she talks about dating her first boyfriend in high school and kicking his ass out of the house and getting really mad at him because he kept on trying to bother her when she was playing Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, oh, that's great. Absolutely cast
And
her for that alone.
yeah, and she's obsessed with like the Animal Crossing, did those commercials. I mean, and is like actively like stumped for playing Samus in live action. Like she's legitimately part of the Nintendo fan community. And it's cool. It's cool that she got this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the only other new voice actor we know of is Bowser Jr. being played by Benny Safdie or Safdie. I think it's Safdie. I don't know this guy. I looked up what he's done and nothing I recognized. But
He was in
he sounds good in the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no complaints there either. He's considering the level of the film that he's in. He's in a bunch of very high budgeted art forward films. It's like, okay, so this is someone who can star in these films but also not turn a nose to a kid's film. So, he seems cool.
Yeah,
And I mean, he has the acumen, he knows what he's doing. Sounds fine.
he had a role in Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Very
very
sick.
curious to see where it'll go. Like we also know that he wasn't in the trailer, but Yoshi is going to be in it. We've seen this in promotional material. The promotional material that actually got leaked before the trailer. It's like, hey, look,
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Thanks, Pillsbury, for the Yoshi egg cookies.
Yup. Uh,
Um, there was some discourse on the Yoshi design. They're like, Yoshi looks weird. I think he looks fine. I was like, I don't think there's
he
much.
looks less weird than Mario.
Yeah, yeah. Mario's got that like neck shrinkage thing going on.
There's definitely something about him. Like he's I don't know. It's not bad, but it's definitely noticeably different.
It's a departure.
Meanwhile, Rosalina to me looks completely fine. It's just
Yeah,
Mario.
it's cool.
Luigi looks a teensy bit off. Peach looks mostly fine. Rosalina
Mhm.
looks. I don't see any problem with Rosalina. Mario's main one was just like there's just something that's off. And it might
Hmm.
just be like expectations clashing with reality, which is honestly probably the
Yeah,
case. But
it is a little uncanny. I mean, he looks oddly real, oddly like a weird doll thing. I'm like, okay,
yeah, a doll,
it's
you
not.
say?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
A doll, you say?
Yes, precisely it. Tails doll for the next Mario movie. Oh, Gino, yeah. Hey, I remember him. He's up from that game.
Listen, that if Galaxy would be the moment to do a cameo. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
just like a 5 second, you just see him on a shelf. I'll lose my shit for months. I was gonna say days, and I
It,
was thinking weeks. I was like, no, we'll say months.
it turns
Uh,
out that Luma, who loved seeing the world burn down in the first Mario movie, is Gino.
when you've seen some shit go down, listen, man, I'm just saying. If we all died tomorrow, we
Really?
wouldn't have to pay taxes next year.
Yeah.
It's just factual.
Yeah. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, would you say goodbye to yesterday?
No.
It's these philosophical questions. It's just so
That's not a
deep.
philosophical question. That's just a silly question that you
Yeah.
use to try and get somebody trapped.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't remember the rest of that song. It was post grunge music. Very, very, very much of the early 2000s.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Hmm.
They're not Nickelback. Who were they? Oh, Shinedown. I haven't thought of them in over a decade. Hello. I'm Jonathan Frahm.
Hi. You are. So
Yeah. Yes,
we're
scrupulous.
we're we've been at this for 2 hours, but I feel like there is one last topic that I don't know that I necessarily want to talk about it, but it kind of part of me feels like I should. And you know what I'm referring to.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I haven't wanted to talk about this with anybody really, because I just don't want to. But anybody that's watching the video, eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that you have not seen my dog walk around at all, and his bed is not where it has always been. That is because he is no longer where he has always been. 3 weeks and a day from date of recording, he died.
Yeah.
And I woke up quite literally to hearing his last couple barks as he was like clearly in some final pain and witnessing his final breath. And that was fucking hard. That's what has been hardest for me the most is the fact that I literally woke up to see it. Because I had
Yeah.
woken up like a couple other times that morning and I was like I see him staring at me and like he's fine. I was like I don't feel like getting up yet, so I go back to sleep. And then I wake up once again. I just hear him yelping, and I wake the fuck up. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell's happening? And it's just gone after that. And I did have a wreck for a
Yeah.
bit after that. I canceled
Yeah.
my stream for the day because like there's no way I'll be able to be on personality for 4 hours after this.
Yeah.
I ended up distracting myself because I needed to distract myself by doing regular recordings because like that I can do in a 30-minute chunk and then take a break if I need to deal with things. But that was also a week before my birthday. That was
Yep.
not what I
Yeah.
wanted.
No.
Um,
No.
like the night before, I was pretty sure that he was done and that we would need to take him to be put down
Yeah.
within the week because he had been having trouble eating for quite a while. And then the
Hmm.
night before, he was resisting. Like we were trying to give him like a little bit of cheese, try to give him some peanut butter, try to give him like any kind of little snack we could. He would take like small bits sometimes, but then like sometimes he just couldn't. Like he would grab it, but then he couldn't bite down and chew it, and they just fall out of his mouth, and he just wouldn't try again. So the strength was leaving, and then he wouldn't drink water. I was like, okay, he's not even getting his mouth open to drink water. We're done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I kind of at one point that night, I sat down with him and I was talking to at however you want to talk about it, I was talking to him, but basically just was like, listen, man, I know you don't gotta hold on any longer. I'm well aware.
Yeah.
Just go if you need to. And then it was the next morning. Hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
hurt. And then later that night, my dad and step uncle uh came down to help bury him in the backyard, back in the corner where he would usually lay down because that's where the warmest spot was, where the snow melted first.
Yeah.
We put him in his bed, not there anymore. Slaps a tennis ball with him, and he's there now. Foot or so under the ground.
Yeah.
And a small bit of levity, that day when because I was recording Pokemon Black, which is now starting to upload on YouTube. So let's start gaming promotion. Hey, um, there was a Pokemon that I was trying to catch that I really wanted to add to my team, and it had a 4% chance of appearing. It appeared. It was a Cubchoo, and I'm just like, I know what I got to do. I named the Cubchoo Truman. I was like, you're going with me to the Elite Four. We're doing
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing. I ended up recording 8 episodes that day. 4 hours of recording, which the amount of time I don't do on a stream. Because I had the free time and I needed the
Yeah.
distraction.
Yeah.
So that happened, and it's been 3 weeks now. And there's still a few times like I haven't had any cry sessions since that day. That morning, absolutely. I haven't had any further, but I've had moments where like I'll look over and be like, he's not there anymore. Or like go to like when I'm going to bed, I'm just like, and there's nothing in the space where he would lay down. And there's been times what I realized more is like there's more things that I'm really like I don't do now. Like I don't wait for him to come up and follow me out of the room before I close the door. I don't have to get up and let him outside every few hours. I don't have to fill up his bowl. A couple days ago, my brother came down. I told him whenever he was out of food for his dog to just come and take the food I had left over for Truman because well he doesn't need it anymore. So there's just a lot of things that don't happen anymore now, and it feels weird. I don't know that I like it,
Yeah.
but he isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing is just the fact that I woke up to literally witness it. If I had woken up after the fact and he was just gone, I don't think I would have been affected as badly, but just quite literally witnessing his last few scared barks and then the end was not
Yeah.
something I want to do again.
Uh, I understand that. Unfortunately, all too well. And I think it's something that most owners of pets have gone through too, and understand is that in their own iterations. I've never had a dog pass away at home, unfortunately. But it's its own individual pain to have to bring them to the vet to be euthanized as well. And these last couple times, I had a dachshund who I loved very much, who died a number of years ago now, and we thought that she might pass at home. She just got so skinny and wasn't eating anymore, and had a bad smell, and it was very evident we were near the end, and it just got to this point where she was clearly pained, and we decided to bring her in, and we'll always remember it. And it's the contrived to say, but it's a blessing and a curse to always remember it because it was on my dad's birthday.
Mm.
It was on my dad's birthday, and my dad was the one who had to drive us down to put her down. And it was not fun for anyone. She was the dog I got for my 14th birthday present. And it sucked, and it was I carried some trauma, like, legitimately from that experience, and was adamant about it. It's like, I don't want another dog, I don't want another dog, I don't want another dog. Like, and dogs are great, but you go through this mess, you go through this wonderful thing of life with them, the ups and downs, trials and tribulations. The onset is you're probably gonna outlive them.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard to arbit with. On one hand, I would so much rather have experienced the experiences that I've had with my dogs. Especially when I was a kid, I think legitimately I learned things from my dogs that I otherwise would not have learned. Like, they were oddly, like, cross species mentors and friends and family, and you love them in a way that is distinct from how you process your feelings with people.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's more wholesome. It's more just true and uncomplicated, and there's like a childlike attachment, and you cut that cord off, and it is hard. It's
Yeah.
it's hard, and it's terrible, and it sucks. And now my mom unfortunately copes in the exact opposite way. And I was mad at the time when she picked up our poodle Xander, who we've had for 5 years now. And we have a sheepadoodle at home named Zoe too. It's after facing this traumatic death, and I've gotten to this point where I love my dogs again. I wouldn't trade the experience of having these dogs. And then it's just, you know, hearing from your experience, other friends. My sister had a dog who lived for 15 years who recently had to be put down too. It's like facing that again. It's like, okay, the old song and dance is, give it another 5 to 10 years, and we're going to be doing this all over again.
Yep. Like I
And this next time,
I don't know how people
not
do it.
yeah. I don't know either, and I'm gonna have to, and it sucks, and I'm not gonna, if it's up to me, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah. Like my grandma for God, I don't know how many years, at least as long as I've been alive, has always had at minimum two dogs, on average
Hmm.
three, and at times four, and then after her brother died, six. Because she had to take care of
Holy
his two dogs.
wow!
And I don't like I've seen her be devastated. Devastated when her dog passed. Especially there was a time frame like in the time span of 1 year, three of her dogs passed, and not all to just natural old age. It was like there was disease mixed in there. It was bad. She was a complete wreck. I don't know how she does it. Getting constantly taking getting dogs, taking care of them, and then just having to know that one day they're going to go, and it's just like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll get another one. I'm open to it. Definitely not right now.
yeah,
Not only for that reason, but also financial reasons. There's a few factors in play.
hmm,
Maybe someday in the future, but part of me
yeah.
feels like if I were to get one right now, it would feel. I don't know if betrayal is the right word, but
Like a replacement.
replacing. Yeah, it's like I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I don't.
I felt that too. Felt that too. What a shitty thing to have to experience.
Yeah, and I knew earlier this year,
Yeah.
March, April, May, whenever it was, that I could see this like he's declining. He's not eating as much. He's getting skinny. Like he was eating, but not as much. And then it just kept getting worse. We took him to normal vet one time, and they borderline accused me of abuse, which I was not abuse. I think it was abuse or neglect, and I did not appreciate that. I got quite upset. Uh, Later time took him had his normal checkup with him again. After we had gotten him, he had started improving a bit. Then take him back to his checkup and things were okay. But take him to his next one, and it was they had found like a lump that they couldn't identify, they didn't have the equipment for, and they were talking about you may have to start thinking about euthanizing, and they had even thrown out that day as a possibility. It was like, you are nuts, lady. Like, yeah, I know he's declining. I know what to think about this, but you're throwing out there today. He's still being himself. He is
Hmm.
still living, and he is still happy, as far as I can tell, because he don't speak English. I went to a second opinion to a different vet that my roommate takes their pets to, and he was like, "Yep, there is something, but you definitely he's not at that point yet." It's like, "Thank you," and they gave me something to try with his eating habits, which worked for a bit until he
Yeah.
didn't, and it was just snowballing, and then gone.
And you got him more months than he would have had.
Yeah.
So,
I refused to euthanize early. It's like, no, he's still being
yeah.
him. Like, until he's no longer being himself, fuck off.
Yeah. Indeed.
We
Indeed.
canceled our pet care and wellness plan with them. It's like, nope, we're
Yep.
done with you.
Yep. Absolutely. Screw him.
Mm-hmm.
Screw him. Well, I'm sorry you went through that, and it's gonna stick with you for a while.
Yeah. I didn't want to end our second episode on such a down and sad note, but
Yeah.
I hadn't talked about it at all, and I felt like if I'm going to talk about it anywhere, I think I'm going to do it
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
I know other people have had the pain of losing animals, and they would know things, but I felt better talking about it here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had that space. I think it's that we will be encountering. Life is life. We will be encountering these sorts of difficult moments throughout the recordings of these shows, and I think that it's happened early on. It's not preferential, but that you could find this to be a space to share, I think is important, and it's something that establishes a capstone for what we can talk about on this show, which is anything we want to talk about. We're living up to the name early,
Yep.
and I am that brings a comfort to me as well. I am dealing with some things with family health at home that I know is it's not always going to stay at this plateau. And one day there will be updates in our hopefully not too soon future that won't be so great.
Yeah.
So it's good to have this forum. It's good to let it out, and here we are.
Yep.
Here we are. Have a great day, everyone. This has been
Yeah.
AJOLWTTA.
Have a good December. That since this is releasing first Sunday of December,
Yeah,
we aren't there yet. We'll be there in 2 weeks. But
yeah, yeah,
have a good December. I hope people have a good Christmas. Uh,
yeah.
we
Hope
don't. I
so
don't
too.
know what the heck any of us. It's going to be weird. I don't know when we'll be able to talk about like Christmas presents because when we record the January episode, we still won't have had Christmas yet, most likely. So we may not get to talk
I
about
mean, I
Christmas till February.
I know one gift that I'm getting. I know the gifts that I'm giving. We'll just kind of see where it lands, I guess.
I know what white elephant gift I'm going to buy is going to be, but that's all I know.
Secret Santa started for our little in group, so that'll
Yep.
be a top at some point.
Got to get people to
And
sign up.
everybody
We got
should be
three
getting some.
weeks.
Yeah, and you
Two.
you and other friends of ours who are mutual acquaintances, indeed, should be receiving some Frahmian cards in the
Oh, I
mail.
did.
But
I got mine.
I'm getting ahead of Black Friday. I know.
Did I? Where did I put it? I know I got it.
Yeah,
Thought I
yeah,
put it
yeah.
somewhere. Is it? No,
Or somewhere
that's
out
something
there.
else I got. I might have left it in the kitchen.
All right.
I don't see it
You
over
can
here.
you can
Or
watch me while you eat.
actually, I think I might have put it somewhere upstairs. It's not down here, at least.
All right.
What
So it
I
goes.
do have here is an invitation to a wedding.
Ah, excellent.
So that's going to be happening next year.
9/20/26.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be in
Muy
a
excellent.
castle.
Oh,
I'm
buddy.
excited.
I'm going to at least one wedding next year too, over the border.
Oh.
Yeah. What a time that'll be. It'll be cold.
Well, we've gone
Yeah.
over time.
Well, we have. It was necessary. It was a good time.
Yeah. I was debating through a lot of the episodes I wanted to talk about. I was like, we should, but I want to do the Mario movie trailer first.
That probably would have been less of a. That was definitely less of a tonal shift. I
Yeah.
would say to set that one first.
Yeah. But with that, we'll go ahead and end our second episode of AJOLWTTA here. Title will be decided after we finish recording. And we'll see you in a month. Bye,
See you in
everyone.
a month.